up here. You can take some pictures while I guide and keep us going.
I'm videoing.
Okay. Make sure you get the clear water. Oh yeah.
Catfish. Good, you control this. I'm not doing nothing.
Look at the big fish against that thing right here.
Got him.
Goes to here.
Huh?
All right, everybody, welcome to the Weeki Wachee River. Starting to see some fish.
Oh yeah.
Is it the gray guys? They're about a foot long.
Catfish.
That is, oh yeah, there they are. Those are the mullet.
Oh, mullets. Okay.
Yep, good smoked. The mullet, they, what about the green? Well, let's see. What are they, what's their shape like? Oh, it is then. It's probably the striped bass. There's a lot of striped and spotted bass up in here. The mullet, they are commuting fish. They start the day out in the Gulf and then they head up the river over the course of the day.
We're gonna run
They
into
come
them.
up here to eat the algae on the eel grass here. This is all eel grass, by the way. It's thick vegetation growing, and that's what the manatee love to eat. So this is a real important food source for them and hiding place for all sorts of critters, turtles and fish and such. But yeah, the mullet, they come up and they eat the algae up here, and they end up getting it stuck in their gills. So every now and then you see a big jump and splash, and it's the mullet jumping out of the water. It's like a sneeze. Helps them to clean their gills out. And when they jump out of the water, they've been known to land in people's boats. So here's the deal. You can't legally fish here because it's state park. When a mullet jumps in your boat, that don't count. He came to
It's
you.
yours, right?
Are you okay with being videoed?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you all just whack it, and there you go. You got dinner. The guys that work here swear that if you do that, they'll smoke it for you.
Where we're from in Louisiana, there's some bayous and stuff.
Yeah.
And even in a boat with a motor, when you're traveling, they will jump in the boat.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like hundreds of them.
Oh, we got a little bird over here on the left. Looks like an ibis sticking around. Right back there. All the water birds out here, they all have their own unique ways that they go about eating. So a lot of times you'll see different species will hang out with each other or nearby each other. They don't really compete. So the ibis, he's got a long curved bill. It's very skinny and it's really sensitive at the tip. So he digs around with it and kind of like minutely finds things that are trying to hide and then gobbles them up. So the water we're in, it's all spring fed. Weeki Wachee Spring is just around the corner from where we got in.
You need to feel the water.
And it's located in the park itself. Have y'all been to the park?
No, I mean, we just walked around for a minute. But
Yeah.
We're going to go back there.
Okay, yeah. We opened the park back in the 40s. I say we. I was there, you know. They dive and swim and they chase down fish underwater and impale them. But they're not waterproof, even though they spend so much time in the water. So a lot of times you see them on the sides up in the trees, they spread their wings out, they have to dry off. There's a little creek that goes back there, and there's two small springs back in the woods here. They're called the Twin Sisters, and they come out in this creek. They just contribute a little bit of water. But most of this is coming from the Weeki Wachee Spring. It's a Category 1 spring, so it's as strong as a spring can be. It's putting out 100 to 150 million gallons of water a day. So this whole river that we're in just came gushing out of the earth right around the corner. It's essentially a continuation of an underground river that runs through the aquifer system. It starts up in the Carolinas, it runs under Georgia, and it comes out in springs like this all along the way.
Is this just grass that's in here?
That's
Yep.
an eel grass.
Eel grass. Yeah, we actually came through a couple of years ago and planted a bunch up here to help revitalize the environment.
Do the manatees eat that?
Yeah, the manatee eat it. Well, a lot of creatures rely on it, but the manatee is one of their major food sources. So one of the things that's driving them up there to the river. They also like this stuff that grows on the edge there, water lettuce. Back behind the bushes there.
Oh yeah. You're
Probably
trying
in
to
your
pass
way.
it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
A trash panda, if you will. They're so cute. They'll come down to the water and wash their food. They have thumbs too, so they can hold on to stuff.
Oh.
Looks like the mullet.
Mullet.
Good place for lunch.
Good, good.
You picked a nice spot for a snack.
How's the river looking today?
Saw two manatees by the park.
Oh, nice.
They were eating, but they were going down.
They're going down? All right, we'll see if we can catch them, I suppose. You have a good day.
Look at all the mullet.
Keeping
To
an
the left.
eye out over here to see if I can catch any of the gators. Catch that?
Yeah.
Get him?
I think so.
A chew. Bless you.
I give him a 6.5.
Hope not.
No, we don't see that.
That I prefer to see.
We see him in Louisiana.
Yeah, I used to tell people you're not going to see gators out here because this is not their preferred habitat. It's cold, it's clear, running water. But there's two little ones that have been hanging out around here.
Because they don't know any better.
They don't know any better. I think that they figured out that there's no adults, so they don't really have competition. It's been a while since I've seen them, so they might have carried on. I'm starting to see some sheep's head too. There would be striped fish.
Yeah.
Got vertical black stripes.
We're staying at Mary's Fish Camp, and they had.
Oh, yeah.
We actually saw 2 stingrays in there too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. We usually don't see them this far up the river, but that's closer to the Gulf down there.
Mhm.
What's that? Oh yeah. Another good eating fish. Sheep's head freaked me out though because they got teeth and they can smile at you.
They can bite you.
Yeah. They can bite. Yeah, I don't like it. It's freaky. Limestone, it ends up being pretty soft because it's mostly calcium. The calcium dissolves easily in water, so as the water runs through it, it dissolves it unevenly. You end up with really thin areas, really thick areas.
Go ahead, need to go
The
forward.
overall effect is that as the water travels through it, it's like a Brita. It cleans it.
Gonna jump.
One in our boat?
Gonna jump in the boat with you.
There you go. So we're in our stormy season right now, although it's kind of been dry lately. But ideally, this time of year, we're getting thunderstorms every single day. And you can see these trees. There's a lot here at Florida too. We're the lightning capital of the world. Oh, there's a hinger right there. You see him sticking his head out?
Where?
That's what I must have seen.
Up on the right?
Yeah, there he is.
Yep. You
That's
see,
the one
they're
that
also
dies?
called snake birds.
Oh,
You see why? He kind of looks like a snake.
Yeah.
He's right back here.
we have those in
He
Louisiana.
just hopped out onto the limb.
We call them a diving bird.
A diving bird, yeah, hell divers. You hear them called that sometimes. Buddy. Now, some people domesticate them and use them to fish. What they'll do is they put a ring around its neck at the base of its neck. They send it out to fish. They'll be able to hold 2 or 3 and swallow it here, but it won't be able to swallow them with the ring. So it's got to come back to the man, spit them up, and then they split the profit.
So they're basically using it for bait? They're using what they catch for bait?
Oh, I'm not sure. Bait or food, depending on what it's catching, right?
Who's the guy that thought of throwing dynamite in to catch fish?
Look at this guy up here.
Where?
He's up
He's
on
in
the
the
tree.
tree up here.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a juvenile, I'm gonna say a juvenile white heron. I need to get closer though. Alright.
You're doing all the work. I feel bad.
And then you have the nerve to tell me what to do.
Well, I was trying to not run into him.
If you do, it won't be.
Woo! See that?
No, I didn't. What did you do? Like you. He hissed at you?
He used the restroom at me.
Oh, hey.
Don't go under me.
Pretty red flowers on the side.
Those are cardinal flowers. The first bloomers, and they bloom pretty much all throughout the season. I figure y'all would get it pretty quick being Southerners. Yep, that's the muscadine. And they're starting to put off their fruit too, so you might catch some here or there.
There's a kayak on the Smith Lake in Alabama.
Yep.
And I picked blueberries and muscadine.
Off of the stem here.
In fact, she made us some muscadine jelly.
Oh, nice. Yeah. The muscadine wine.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's big at home.
The swamp wine.
Swamp wine.
Yeah.
Whichever one.
I always tell people you can take anything and put swamp in front of it and you got the southern version. Like the palm trees here, these little palm bushes, most of them are cabbage palms. So you cut open the center and you pull it out, the heart of the palm, and you can eat that. We call it swamp cabbage.
Swamp carrot.
It's a swamp cabbage.
Here.
Yeah. I thought I knew all the southern ditties.
That one is an old one.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I'm old.
My dad's.
And termites don't eat cypress.
What do you say?
Termites don't eat cypress. That's what she said right there.
Oh yeah, there they are. They're commuters too. They'll come up between the salt and the fresh. Nice big skull mullet coming by. They'll be, you'll see dark mullet like this, but you also see lighter colored one. The difference is how long they've been up in freshwater. If they're, which I think is fun, because you always think of holly as being like a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a tropical version. Yeah.
Hello.
We have something of a microclimate around the river here. This part of Florida is mostly sand hills and like scrub oaks, that kind of stuff. But it's so wet here with all the water, and the 72 degrees Fahrenheit year round, thermal regular. No, don't drink water. People always ask me, can you drink it? And I'm like, it's really pure, but it's full of fish food. As soon as it comes out, things are pooping in it. Yeah.
They had fish at Devil's Den. I was surprised.
Oh, Devil's Den, yeah. You know, Devil's Den, that's a pretty
It's a prehistoric
popular scuba spot too.
Yeah.
And well, cave dive.
Like being in the air at 72.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we have ways to thermoregulate ourselves in the air, but not so much underwater.
This is beautiful. Don't you think, babe? Big moly.
Oh, and came back. Yeah, yeah. You hear those stories sometimes. They just like it's like a miracle. You know, it slows their heart rate down or whatever, and then they're able to come back from it.
Cool.
I've got some visitors. You guys have probably seen them too. The little damselflies. Well, so here's the deal. The dragonflies are the big ones, and the damselflies are the little ones. And they're so called because the dragonflies will chase and eat the damselflies.
Oh.
But they're about the best critter that's out here on the river because they keep the mosquitoes down. Dragonflies and damselflies are some of the most successful predators on the planet, which is measured by their success rate when they attempt to predate. So a lion, for example, if a lion attempts to catch something, it has like a 40% success rate. I love this spot right here. Just so pretty, the color and the cliff and everything. Starting to get close to the private park, which is
They just eat vegetation.
That's right. Yep, nothing but vegetation. Although, I have heard stories of fishermen tossing them fish and they'll eat them. So that's kind of weird. But that's the only time I've ever heard of them eating meat. Mostly, yeah, vegetation. They're super relaxed because they don't know that they need to be worried about us. They'll hear a boat coming down and they'll just pop on up and say, oh, hey, what's up, you know?
Let me
And,
see you.
what's that?
I said, he's saying, like, let me see you. When you
Exactly. Yep. So that gets them in trouble.
That's why they have prop marks on their backs,
That's
a lot
right.
of them.
They say every single manatee in the wild has some form of scar on it from being struck at some point by a boat. And I was killing them left and right for a real long time. 30 or 40 years ago, they put in the idle speed laws. And so that means that any waters that manatee are known to be in, you can only operate a motorized vehicle at its lowest setting at idle speed. And that's helped a lot because they're still struck by boats, but they're not struck at speed, so they're more likely to survive. Nowadays, their biggest threat comes actually, it's about the eelgrass. There's been a lot of waste dumping going on recently, industrial waste, human waste dumping out in the Gulf and in the ocean and stuff. It's gotten less regulated recently, so it's just happening more and more. And when that happens, the wastewater, it tends to have a lot of like nutrients in it, like really nitrogen strong and stuff like that. That'll cause huge algae blooms. The algae bloom and eat it all up, but they suck all the oxygen out of the water. And so when those big algae blooms happen, the eelgrass will die off. And we've actually had mass die-offs of manatees from that, starving to death. Buddy, our little white heron. You can tell the white herons because they've got the greenish tinged legs. That's about as big as they get.
I'd have thought it was because it was white.
Why and the white, but there's also the great heron.
Yeah.
Well, they call it about a million different things. Right now they call it a great heron, but they call it a greater white heron too. They get much bigger, but they don't have the green legs, so easy way to tell them apart.
It's like I used to think a bald eagle, when it wasn't looking like a bald eagle, was a female, and it's not. It's just a young eagle.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, we've got a couple bald eagles that hang out around here, and they're just recently. I've heard that they've been spotted. You can tap that for your maple syrup. Actually never noticed this before. Now, this tree right here is two different trees holding on to each other and growing together. A cypress and the Florida holly. But if you look down at the base, the holly is growing right out of the cypress's trunk.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. There's another cypress up here on the left. That one's pretty big. It's one of the bigger ones out here. You can get an idea for how old they are, roughly, by measuring the diameter of its trunk at chest height, and then it has a growth factor of 4.5, so you multiply it by 4.5. And I've eyeballed this one to be right around 600 or 700 years old.
Oh, that's unusual. I see moss in it.
What, the Spanish moss?
Yeah.
Yeah, now...
And that doesn't normally grow in a cypress tree.
Now... I always heard growing up that Spanish moss is invasive, and I just learned past year or two that, oh, those are just little ones.
I've got
Yeah. So this time of year, we're most likely to see little guys like this, adolescents. They've, Hi!
Did you get the picture?
They'll be raised up in this river by mom, and they'll stay with mom for about 2 years. And once they're ready to move on, usually they'll hang out where they were raised for a little while as they get used to being adults.
Oh, sorry. That's okay.
Now their flippers. They have their finger bones still within their flippers, and in fact, at the tips you can see that there's fingernails. And they can use, since they have all their bones in there still, they can use their flippers to grasp, to walk. You can tell he's kind of walking along the bottom with them. He'll use them to funnel food up into his mouth, and they'll even pull themselves halfway out of the water to get, the little delectables that go along the edge.
Right underneath.
Yeah, that's bumping me.
Right here, the other one. Their closest relatives are elephants. Long time ago, cousin elephant went in the water. Now we have manatees. But you can kind of tell by their skin, their coloration, even their mouths. Their lips are prehensile, the left and right side. And so they can pick things up and, grab things with their lips. And you get an idea, an elephant is basically the same thing. You just stretch it out and you got a trunk, but it's prehensile as well.
They're just water elephants.
They're water elephants, yeah.
Okay.
And you see, they don't mind us at all.
They're annoying me.
When you're in the water with them, they can sense your heartbeat. So if you're nice and relaxed and calm, they don't worry at all. They'll just hang out with you. But if tree came down, they didn't cut it enough, and now it's a problem. Everybody gets stuck on it.
It'd be wonderful if you could float in a tube in this.
They don't allow them.
Huh?
They don't allow them.
I said
Oh.
it'd be nice. If you could.
Yeah. You all right back there, Captain?
Oh yeah. Kind of Bud Light.
Just one?
Just one. Now I always tell people, because way back in the 20s, during Prohibition, this is a moonshining route.
Oh.
And they'd hide lockers all up and down the river in the woods, and you know, hide the moonshine in it, and then the smugglers would come and get it. So when we became a state park, they don't want people doing alcohol out here anymore. I like to say it's a time-honored tradition to smuggle alcohol in the river. But if you're gonna do it, take your can with you.
That's it.
Big mean beak. And
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to our channel. Leave your comments below and be sure to smash that like button. Until next time, thank you.